What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Firstly, huge thank you to Marvel Studios and Disney for first look and early access to the first 4 episodes of Moon Knight, which I just got done watching and immediately turned on this camera so that I could react. There is no spoiler warning because there's no spoilers. In fact, the review embargo won't be up until the 29th, the day before the series goes live. I'll have my official review up then. We'll also start the watch parties back up when the first episode goes live on the 30th. But my immediate reaction, as I was sitting here trying to get the camera on and think about it, is that this show is wild. I use that adjective a lot just in my daily lexicon. I call everything wild. Maybe some things that aren't even that wild. This show is wild. Bravo, Marvel. You guys smashed this so hard. I got done with the 4th episode and am just unbelievably blown away by the fact that we are on Marvel property, I don't know, 30x at this point, and this is new ground. This is totally new ground. I know that you guys saw quotes earlier. I think we covered some of them at the channel. Someone remarked that it was insular from the MCU, maybe in a way that we don't expect from Marvel projects. What I will say about this, and again, no spoilers whatsoever, I know how to give reactions without spoilers and without reviewing. There's no details in this for the plot at all. But I can talk about specifically how the character focus in this show, I heard it. People say it was reminiscent of what they were trying to do with Iron Man. I believe that was actually official Marvel Studios press themselves. And I got real cautious and I was like, hey, let us not go there. Have a special reverence for Robert Downey Jr. and what he did with the Tony Stark character, maybe a little early before the show. I can assure you what they were trying to say in that quote holds true for this show, that it's a character study that really takes, you know, the vast scope, the huge scope that Marvel's been focusing on, and we talk about it every day at the channel. That's really what built the fandom into the fervor that it's been, is that the fact that this movie franchise was able to grow to the size that it's grown. But in that, there come limitations. I know that sounds like a paradox, but really there's a bigger story to always serve. What's behind the corner really needs to link to something else, and in that we can get lost in how big the stories become, or looking too far forward that we don't enjoy the moment and really take the details for what they are. Some people may refer to it as exploring the space. This show has the room and the breadth to explore that space. Oscar Isaac is an absolute masterclass in acting. I want to hold it almost a kid. My immediate reaction was, I could say I sort of maybe expected something like James McAvoy in Split. Oscar Isaac has always been a tremendous actor. He's had a lot of awesome roles that haven't just been in the last, say, 5 or 10 years doing stuff like Star Wars and Marvel. I look back to some of his earlier roles, some of the characters that he did, like in Ex Machina. His character acting is impeccable. I was blown away by several aspects of this show, and for a guy who is a totally biased diehard Marvel fan, which would make you think that I'm going to get everything and love it and get it off the hook, it's actually the opposite. I hold this stuff to the highest standard, and because I hold it in the highest regard, it's new, it's fresh, show is wild. It is, doing thrillers is not easy. Okay, doing light throwaway comedy, pretty easy. There's a formula for it. Doing thrillers, actually building suspense, and the different aspects of the show, the genre bending that's going on is almost meta in comparison to what's going on with the character. You guys are going to love this. You guys are going to love this. Definitely flying under the radar because of the size and scope of stuff like Spider-Man No Way Home, and then Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and, you know, how can this one character study for a character like Moon Knight that seems so grounded in one place compared to Multiverse of Madness? It's outstanding. And my quote, when they asked me, because they normally do after the press junket, which will come up on the 21st, when I'll hopefully be able to sneak in a question with Kevin Feige and co, or some of the actors. They usually ask me for a quote, not that it's appeared anywhere yet, but my huge takeaway and my final thought about this is the show is an absolute Marvel masterpiece. A masterpiece. It is so good. I absolutely loved it. Couldn't say more about it, and I'm very excited to watch it with you guys when we start the watch parties up. for the episode. So yes, I know they go live in the middle of the morning, especially if you're East Coast, it's brutal, but we usually go live at the YouTube channel around 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, about an hour before they go live. I watch here as you guys watch at home, and then we have live discussion on the spot before I take off and do the Easter egg videos for you guys that come out that next morning. But we're going to start those up at the end of the month. You guys know what it is at the channel. Of course, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below that enters you for the giveaways, like the PS5 giveaway. I'm also giving away comics and variants over on my Instagram. You can see the handle down there in the bottom left or right hand corner of the screen, depending on where my editor puts it, at IamFires. So follow me over there and just comment on those photos. Let me know your thoughts down below, the hype you have for the show, what your expectations are, and really, I can't wait for you guys to see it, because this is the hardest part. When I get to see something early, I got to keep it to myself. There's so much I want to talk to you guys about as far as it goes, but we will save the non-spoiler free review for the 29th. It'll be up the day before the show. And then I'll see you guys live for the watch party when it hits. My name is Michael Roman. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name AllFires. You've helped one of my songs go viral. It's called Make an Entrance. I'll leave it down in the link below. It's the song playing in the background right now. If you're one of those people who's clicked over there, thank you so much. I literally cannot thank you enough. I also can't thank you guys enough while I'm on camera, because this very rarely happens, for all your support at the channel. You guys are amazing. I love the community here. I love each and every one of you. Take care of each other, take care of yourself, and I will see you guys back here on the channel for the 30th. Or actually, you'll see me in the review video on the 29th. Alright, peace.